My name is Carly Rewerts, and today I'll be showing you how Google Drive can deliver instruction in a dynamic and engaging manner in your classroom. Google Drive is dynamic because it allows you and your students to share a fluid, constantly changing space where you can interact with one another. You are also able to engage your students using Google Drive by presenting multiple modes of instruction and meaningful learning opportunities. With Google Drive, you can deliver content, create and collaborate, assess student learning, and give meaningful and timely feedback. If you've never used Google Drive before, it's basically a place for you to create and store documents, presentations, images, and other files. One of my favorite qualities about Google Drive is the ability to share files and collaborate with others. And because it's web-based, you're able to access Google Drive from any computer or mobile device. Depending on subject area and grade level, each teacher will use Google Drive a little bit differently. But in this video, I will use examples from a middle school science teacher who's teaching her students a unit on the scientific method. To organize content, you can set up your classes as folders in your Google Drive, and then share them with your students. Now when your students log into their Google Drive, they can see the folder you have created, along with everything in it. Here is where you can deliver content to your students. You can post a variety of files, such as PDFs, videos, documents, presentations, and images for your students to see. For example, this teacher has shared notes from class, videos, homework assignments, and information about projects students will be completing for this unit. Here you can see how in one document you can organize a lesson or activity for the day. Within Google Documents, you can add links to web content or other content stored in your Google Drive. In class, students had to read an article, answer a few questions, and take notes. All of the content was organized within Google Drive. One of the added benefits of using Google Drive as an online learning space is that students who are absent or lose something that was handed out in class have access to this content at all times. In addition to being able to deliver content to students, Google Drive also allows students to create and collaborate with classmates. Students can create documents in Google Drive, presentations in Google Slides, spreadsheets and graphs in Google Sheets, and publications in Google Drawings. Once something is created in Google Drive, students can share it with their classmates. This is an excellent feature to use when designing group projects. For this project, students had to design an experiment where they tested a consumer product claim. As a team, they then had to analyze their results and present the information to the rest of their classmates. In a shared document, students were able to brainstorm ideas and then plan and design their experiment. Students then used Google Sheets to analyze their data and create a graph. Once students found their results, they created a presentation using Google Slides to communicate their results to the rest of the class. Because Google Drive is available on any computer and on mobile devices, students could work on these projects from home without worrying about finding a ride to a group member's house. While working within these platforms, students are able to add comments to specific sections of the document or presentation and have conversations about the project. The ability to add comments also allows for great peer editing opportunities. Google Drive is also a place where you can assess student learning. In Google Documents, you can create a digital worksheet or student journal that students can fill out while working on an assignment or project in your class. Once you have shared the document with students, they can just make their own copy of it and then edit the appropriate fields. This teacher created a journal for students to fill out once they had completed their experiment. The teacher could then use this for a formative or for a summative assessment. Teachers can also use Google Forms to create quizzes, tests, or quick formative assessments. When creating a form, you can design questions that are multiple choice or short answer. There are also a variety of other options such as a scale ranking, checkboxes, or students can choose from a list. Here is an example of a quick formative assessment given by a teacher about the scientific method. You could easily use this as a warm-up or exit slip to gauge student understanding of a specific topic. Once students have completed the form, you can easily analyze data in the form of a spreadsheet. This tool also provides a summary of responses that could allow you to quickly see how well your students understand the topic. Google Drive also allows you to give meaningful, timely feedback to your students. When looking over student work, you are able to leave comments and suggestions for students. Before students perform their experiments, this teacher used this feature to make sure groups were on the right track. She was able to make sure that students were using the correct measurements and methods so their experiment could be successful. Once the experiment was over and students were finished with their journals, this teacher also used a different colored font to give permanent feedback to her students and to grade the journals. When looking back at their journals, students get meaningful feedback about what they did well and what they still need to improve upon. Google Drive also offers some other features that are great for teachers and learners. Within any file created in Google Drive, you can view the revision history. This allows the teacher to see exactly what each student contributed to the overall project. Also, content created within Google Drive is always automatically saved, so students don't have to worry about losing their work. Well, I hope that you found at least a few ways that you could use Google Drive with your students. If you have any further questions, feel free to contact me at the email address listed below. I would love to help you find dynamic and engaging ways to use Google Drive in your classroom. Thank you for watching.